All right, guys, we're back with we're gonna try to finish this guy up today. I apologize for having so many days elapse, or it's really been a whole day, almost 2 whole days. You would not believe how busy I've been. It's unreal. I film these things on my phone, and I have limited space, so I can only film one 15-minute segment, upload it, then I have to delete the other one. So if I get interrupted, then it really messes with me. I need a better way of recording, and I do. It just then I have to put it on a computer and wait for all that. The phone's just it's quick, simple, easy. All right, I cannot remember where we left off, but I think we had just put the hairline in. I should have went back and watched. But we're going to work up here on the nose a little bit. No. Oh, no. I see what we were doing. We were doing the ears because only one of them were done. All right. So we're going to put our finger here to break. You can or you can't. It just braces it because it's such a thin little piece. You just have to have real good knife manipulation and you'll be just fine. I've done lots of them like that, but once you get it blocked out like so, I like mine to come up here to a pretty keen point. Okay, that's what makes them little pointy ears. That sets them apart from being mistaken for a gnome or something to that nature. Back when I made a couple of early videoed ones, or not video, but when I was learning to do this little guy, he got mistaken as a wood elf and all this other stuff. I'm not really interested in what somebody else deems him to be. I got an idea in my head for what I want it to turn out looking like, and if somebody else deems it to be something else, then that's on them. You know what I mean? So I'm just refining the top of this hat. I'm making it just an old dumpy hat. Like, goodness gracious, it's crooked in the front, right? But that just adds to the silliness of it. But I'm just going around it, trying to refine the space between the body and the hair. You've got to kind of cut back up underneath him here. That's why I went ahead and put the saw cuts in there, but left just a little bit in the middle to be able to hold on to, where I could carve it like it was in the round, like it wasn't attached. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. What we're going to do now, okay, pretty happy with the way his ears are turning out. I'll try to give you guys a little better showing. I know he's still real rough right now, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to take my knife, and from the center of his nose, I'm going to angle about 45 degrees. And I'm going to push in, and you're just going to cut just a little bit off that outside corner of that stalk that we left remaining for his nose. Just a teeny bit, okay? Not much. And we're going to do it on this side. There's center. I'm sorry, all right, we'll do it this way. There's center. We're going to go about 45-ish degrees, and we're only going to cut just a teeny bit. Let me see if I can get this chip on the edge of my knife. We're only going to remove a little bit, and I am going to use a gouge to round this. Well, it fell. It's little. But say we're trying to get the dimensions of the bottom of that nose a little bit before we use our gouge to round it. Now, I'm going to start about right there. That way, I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and round over. Now, you can use whatever gouge you've got. I've got 6s and 7s. I do not have a 5. I need me a 5. I need me a 3/8 number 5. But I'm going to start about middle ways of the bridge of that nose, and I'm just going to come up and push in, like so. And take that off. And that's going to give us that look. Now, you can use these gouges on both directions. In other words, we went up the side of the nose with this side of it, but to put in the bottom side of the nose, we kind of did like this. We cut it off, and that gives us that rounded depth. I'm gonna come up here, almost right here where his nose meets his hat, and I'm gonna dig in, and I'm gonna start rolling up. Okay, see how that did, like so. Now, if you're more comfortable with a gouge here, by all means, use what you're comfortable with. I need to strop my knife. I'll do that in between videos. Okay, I'm gonna feather that back towards his ear a little bit. Run that stop cut right at the base of his ear. I'm gonna roll that face back this way. Well, he's really not gonna have a face. He's really just a nose, a mouth, kind of blobbish like so. Okay, and I haven't ever used this little gouge. I just picked up this little set of micro tools from Ramelson because I found them on sale, 50% off at WoodCraft. I don't know if they're clearing them out or what, but I was grateful to find them for about 35 bucks. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to find something to mark this with so that y'all can follow with me. We got the center of our nose right here. We're gonna Y off of there in this kind of fashion. Okay, like so. And we're going to take this little small gouge and we're gonna follow that back down like so. Okay, follow it. Your pencil's your best friend, guys, because if you mark that line in and it looks a little off, you can always adjust it real easy with your pencil. It's not a set in stone kind of thing. Then I just take my detail knife and I take those hard edges off that the gouge leaves behind right up here on the bridge of the nose, rolling it right back into the hat. I hope this is doing this justice. Now I'm gonna take we've cut off our little, this will be like you can paint this up as a little do-rag like bikers wear underneath their helmets. You can paint it up as like a boggin, if you know what a boggin is, a toboggan, a knit cap for northern folks. I'm using my V-tool and I'm just re-establishing that line. Okay, then I'm going to take this same gouge and I'm going to turn it down, and I'm going to go right up underneath, right at the center of the base of that bridge of that nose. Come back, run the stop cut, let that chip fall out. So we got a pretty good looking nose, but our cheeks are a little too far forward. So we'll just we'll just keep working with this guy. We'll take this and we'll just start feathering back into that hat right around the bridge of the nose, see? Hey, little boss, if I get off camera, you gotta let me know, okay? Don't let me get out of frame. I've been getting out of frame a little bit. I know, that's frustrating. Okay. Now his nose is pretty good. I'm just gonna, like you say, like so. And I'm just really taking off the sharp edges. Nobody has sharp edges on their nose. Whatever tool I have in my hand, that's just what I'm gonna use at the time. I have to run the stop cuts with my knife. Okay? Like so. I'm just gonna keep easing, and I'm going slow here on purpose because this is such a small carving. I would rather take 2 or 3 strokes with my gouge, and you can do this with a knife. It's just so much easier with a little gouge because it already has the angle in it like a face you would want a face to have. Okay, now I'm gonna establish his smile lines, and I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna come right up to the swell in his nose, and we're just gonna come off all kind of crazy. We're gonna make a big old smirky style smile, like so. And he's gonna end up looking about like that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our knife. We're gonna run a deep stop cut right down that line that we've drawn. Then we're gonna turn it around, angle our knife back this way. Okay? We're gonna be easy around that nose now. And that chip will just fall out, and it's gonna start giving us some depth, okay? Like so. And we're gonna 90 degree it, okay? Flip it this way. We're gonna lay it back in there. Kind of like peeling a potato. You cut your stop line in, and then remove your skin, okay? All right. Now, I do realize we're going to cut off what we drew in for his mouth, and that's okay. And we're going to cut in underneath that nose just a little bit. Make those smile lines a little bit deeper, a little bit more pronounced. Bring out the edge of that nose. See how that nose is curling around now, like a nose should? Run your stop cut one more time over here. We're going to do the same process on the other side. Okay? Being very careful not to cut away anything we don't want. Okay? Well, alright. So that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at right now. Now we're going to draw our... Tell you what, I'm going to clean this up in here with this V-tool just a little bit. There we go. I hope these videos, I'm going into enough detail with each topic that I'm doing. There's some fantastic teachers on here. Man, fantastic. I hope I'm just doing them justice by my quality of my demonstration and the steps that I'm going through. I hope I'm holding up to what their quality is. Okay? I'm gonna finish rounding off this edge of this side. Like so. Got a little sharp corner on it there when I was digging out those smile lines. We don't want that. So that's where we're at. We're real close to time. So we're going to stop this one here. And this is where if you want him to frown, give him a frown. Okay? That's what we're going to do right there. Kind of flat, then dips, then comes back up on that one-sided smile. And we're going to cut this in with a knife. Okay? And then really we just put in the shoes, the hair, and some detail in the ears, and we'll be done. But yeah. Alright. We'll catch it on the next one. Thank you.